Hey, how's it going? I'm back. Just doing another booktube video for you today. So this is Wednesday the 7th, and actually Monday the 5th was my birthday, and boy, that was a whole big surprise in a different way this year. Our electricity went out the day before about between 4 and 5 o'clock. We had a big storm here in California. This is northern California. I live about an hour north of Sacramento. So it looked like all of California got hit with this big, huge storm. Even Southern Cal, and I mean, they had some, a lot of water down there, which they don't normally get big storms like this, I think, but yeah, we had a big storm up here. A lot of people's electricity were out, and I think a lot of people's electricity were out all through California. It was high winds and a lot of heavy rain. And anyway, so yeah, I live out in the country outside of my little town, about 10-15 minutes. So I'm not like in a town setting, but generally sometimes we don't lose power that long, even though we do live out in the country. So it was kind of weird that we were out of power for like 24 hours, which, we depend so much on electricity, you don't realize how much you miss it until it's gone. And it was gone for 24 hours. Anyway, we survived. Everything was fine. The birthday plans just changed a little bit. We still had my party. We still had my presents. We still had some food. It was fun all around. And today I went to Dutch Brothers and got my birthday coffee. I got a large sugar-free salted caramel latte. And I have a little cup cozy I made that this one's happy birthday one. So I decided to use my happy birthday cup cozy with it today. I want to drink my coffee while we do this video, and in this video we're going to have the books I bought in January. So it's a January book haul, and we're going to go over probably a little bit of what I finished and in January reading, and what I'm currently reading, a reading update basically. But yeah, so boy, it's been an adventure already in February. But anyway, so I'm going to show you the book haul first, and then we'll go to the my current reads. Okay, so for the book haul that I did in January, the first one, in January, I went to visit my sister. She lives about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic, south of here. So I went, we had one of our cousins' baby shower she was having on a Saturday. And so I went down there for the weekend, and we hung out and I did a video called My Shenanigans with My Sister. So if you haven't seen that yet, go over there and you can go to my homepage and find it there. But anyway, so one of the places we stopped I wanted to go to was Barnes & Noble, because I haven't been there in a while, and that's the only Barnes & Noble really closest to us, the town closest to me that I usually go when I say I'm going to town to get like groceries or anything like a Walmart. It's not in my specific town, it's just the little town over for me, which is what we call going to town. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I went to Barnes & Noble in where my sister lives, and I didn't get a lot of books there just because I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and I was looking for specific ones, and I had been reading the Rizzoli and Isles series by Tess Gerritsen. I think that's how you say her name. I had got those books, and there's a TV show of Rizzoli and Isles, and my sister and I really like it, and I knew it was based on these books by Tess, and so do you need a paper towel? Okay, so one of the books I got in that series, the Rizzoli and Isles series, was the second one, the second in the series. It's The Apprentice by Tess Gerritsen, I think that's how you say her name. It's a Rizzoli and Isles series, and like I said, there's a TV series of these characters too. And my sister and I, we really like this show, but the show's not on anymore, so, you know, whatever. But that one I got at Barnes & Noble, okay? And let's go over here. And then these next ones, I think it's these ones, I got off of eBay. I bought off of eBay. This first one is on my books to read in February. It's a nice little fun. I don't even know what genre it would be under. I say just drama, fun Hollywood drama. It's Hollywood Wives by Jackie Collins, and she's passed away now, but she's actually the sister of Joan Collins, the actress who played Alexa in Dynasty. So yeah, so I got this one off eBay. I don't know. The ones I got off eBay, I usually get free shipping, so it's usually they're about $3 to $4. I don't remember how much it was, but anyway, that's going to be a fun little read. I've been wanting to read some of her stuff for a while. I've never read any of her work, so we'll find out if I like it or not. And then the next one I got, this is for December reading plans I have this December. I'm going to do a spin off of the 12 Days of Christmas song. That's going to be for all of December. So there's 12 books I picked for December based on the 12 Days of Christmas song. So one of the books is Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. So we'll be reading that one. I got it off eBay, so it's a little used, but that's okay. As long as all the pages are there and the whole story's there, I mean, that's all you need, right? And the next one I found is this little mini-series books by Jackie Collins. This one's Power. And I got this one because this was also eBay. I found that there's 4 in this series that I understood when I Googled, because I found the 3. Yeah, that's number 1. I don't know if you can see it. That's number 1. And I got the 2, 3, and 4 at Goodwill when I did a Goodwill when I was down there with my sister. And I didn't realize, well, actually it's the first time I seen the number, but anyway, I Googled it and I found out there was one I was missing, so I found it on eBay and I got it. It's just another Jackie Collins. It says first novel in the dazzling LA Connections miniseries. So I don't know if it was a miniseries on TV too, but it's really short. It's like, gosh, what is it? It's definitely under 200 pages. It's like, it looks to be 130 pages. So, and they're all this size, but that'll be fun, something different, and a quick read. And then the others, and now this stack is from Goodwill. I got down by my sister. So what number is this? Number 2 in the Connection series. It's called Obsession, Jackie Collins again. And these were $1.99. So, and this is the 3rd one called Murder. Can't see. Yeah. And then the 4th one is Revenge. And like I said, these are all under 200 pages. It should be a really quick read. So those are interesting. And then this another one I got from Goodwill. This was $1.99. This is Sounder by William H. Armstrong. So a long time ago, probably in my teens, which, like I said, I just had a birthday and I turned 54. Woohoo! We're still here. Yay! Hoping to make it to 100. A long time ago, when I was probably pre-teens, early teens, I seen this This was made into a movie with Cicely Tyson and I'm not sure who else, but I'd seen the movie. And I liked the movie. It was a good movie. And I didn't realize it was a book until I found this at Goodwill. And it's a very short book, which I'm like, wow, they made a whole movie out of this. However many pages, it's under 200 pages too. It's actually, I think, barely over 100 pages. Yeah, it's 116 pages. So this is Sounder. Again, there was a movie. I want to say it was in the 70s. I'm not sure when the movie was made. But anyway, there's that one. Short read. And the next one I have been wanting to get, because this might be something I'm going to read in October. I haven't decided. I want to do a specific reading a readathon in October. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I found Dracula at at Goodwill, and this was $1.99 also, and it's the Barnes & Noble Classic. So I was happy to get that one. It's in really good shape. It is about, if we can get to the end here, how many pages? It's a chunky little book. And I've never read it. I've always watched the different movies they've had over the years about Dracula and stuff like that. So that obviously I know the idea of what the story is. But it looks like, I'm at the end of it, could be like 444 pages. 444 pages? Yeah. It's a little chunk of a book, but it should be a fun read. And I thought that would be good for an October read, Halloween. We'll see how that goes. And then this one, it's been out for quite a while, and I've actually seen the movie. There was 2 different versions of this book, and it's a trilogy, and I think I've seen all of the movies, but I never read the book, because it's a chunky book too. It's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Like I said, I think it's Swedish. A Swedish author. I'm assuming he's Swedish too, because it's based in Sweden. But I think I seen the Swedish movie version, and then there was an American movie version too. I'm pretty sure I seen both of those. But anyway, this is huge. I got this at Goodwill. It's $1.99. It's in very good shape. Not hardly any folds or anything like that. So this seems to be, like I said, a long one. Which, the epilogue, I don't know what it is. It goes to 644 pages, and then there's an addition in the back for about 10 pages maybe. So 644 pages. That's a good chunky book. I don't know when we're getting to this one, but I definitely want to read it at some point, because I did like the movies. I thought it was very interesting. I love the action and the whole plot of it. It was great. So this is on the TBR now in the cart. And I found a Sherry, I say Lapena. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's how I pronounce it. This is Someone We Know. I haven't read I don't think I've read any Sherry Lapenas yet, but they've all sounded very interesting. So when I find one, I've been collecting these, her books. So we'll see which ones I like and which ones I don't. This was $1.99 from Goodwill, and it seems to be in good shape. This one looks like it was originally from Walmart. Okay, so I got the Sherry Lapena at, and it's in suburban upstate New York is the setting, since a teenager's been sneaking into houses and into the owner's computers as well, learning their secrets and maybe sharing some of them too. And I'm assuming someone dies and are missing. It sounds normal. But yeah, this one was from Walmart originally. $13.58 for this at Walmart, but I got it at Goodwill again for $1.99. I'm telling you, you can't beat Goodwill. If you want to buy some books, if you have a local Goodwill somewhere that you can get to. A lot of times they'll have a book section, and I would go and check it out, because you get them fairly cheap. And a lot of times the Goodwill I go to, the books are generally in great shape. I haven't come across any books that have been torn up, you know, or whatever. I don't even know if they would put those on the shelf. They might. I don't know. But yeah, so that's one. And the next one, I got the last two I have hardbacks. I found at Goodwill. And there's a little story with one of them. This next one is the Tess Skirtinson, the Rosalian Isles series. I found in one of the series in hardback. I don't know which number this is, but it's called The Silent Girl. You can see there. Yeah, The Silent Girl. That is Tess. She's the creator of this series, these characters, which I really, really enjoy. And like I said, I don't know what number this is, but this at Goodwill costs $2.99 for the hardback. It's a little short. Oh, I know why. Yeah, that was it. It's a little shorter. It's not a first edition. It's probably like a, I don't know what they would call it. It's not your regular sized hardbacks that you see, I think. But this one is it is large print. So I was surprised when I got it. When I finally got home and I was looking at my book haul, and I was like, gosh, this is, you know, this looks weird. Well, it's a large print edition, which I've never gotten a book that was large print. I've seen them, but I've never got any. I'm pretty sure I don't need my glasses to read these large print books, and I think that's why they make them. Obviously, yeah, I can't hardly read without my glasses anymore. You know, you get to a certain age and you need glasses. But this is, I'll show you here in a second, large. I mean, when they say large, it's large, and that's the reason the book is a little bit thicker than probably what the thing is. But you could probably see it, like how large it is. Like if I hold it back, you could probably still see it pretty good, huh? They come up, it's large. I mean, yeah. I don't think I'll need my glasses, which that might be fun, reading without glasses again. But anyway, that's that. And the last one is also large print, which I didn't realize, even though there's a tag on it on the spine. It says large. I just didn't pay attention to that when I got it, and I thought, boy, this book looks a little bit chunky too. For it's a James Patterson, which I collect the James Pattersons, and I generally get the first edition hardbacks when I get his books. But this one, I missed the signs that said large on it. So when I got home and I was looking at it again, it was large print, so I don't need my glasses to read this one either, probably. And this was $2.99, which is a good deal, because generally they are, I think they're $3.99 at my Goodwill. This might have been on sale. And I'm assuming all Goodwill price is the same, but generally the hardbacks are $3.99, and then you get down to the paperbacks, $1.99. But anyway, this is James Patterson's The President is Missing. And this one is, I guess, well, co-wrote, yeah, it says, with Bill Clinton. You know, the President Bill Clinton, because I Googled to make sure it was the same Bill Clinton. And it's, there we go, The President is Missing. And it has Bill Clinton on the back with James. See there? So it is the President Bill Clinton. I didn't know he wrote novels, but, and then I was Googling to learn about this, and James Patterson has another book out that he co-wrote with Hillary Clinton. So, and I can't remember what that one's called, but I'll probably be getting that one too. Like I said, I collect all the James Pattersons. I have been collecting his work since probably, gosh, I want to say I first read his stuff in the late 90s. Maybe around anywhere between 96 and 98. I mean, it's been a long time. James and I have been partners in reading a long time. But, yeah, this is large print also. Another reason it's a chunky book. Yeah. So, might not need my glasses. I mean, well, it's a little blurry because I've been wearing my glasses, but anyway, so that'll be fun. But I'm always up for James. And I know a lot of people think, oh, it's just, he just writes them the same all the time. But, you know, I like him. I like the Alex Cross series. That's the first one I started reading was Alex Cross. And then I evolved into he has the Women's Murder Club that I absolutely love. And just, I do like the books. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to say I'm sorry or I'm not embarrassed that I like James Patterson's novels. I do. So there's that. So that is the book haul from, I'm a little close, January. I should be doing another book haul in February. I don't think I have any right now, but I plan on going to Goodwill again and seeing what they have. I might have a haul in the beginning of March for what I got in February, or I might not, depending on how it looks. Although I usually get pickup books from Sam's Club too. I like, usually if I can get them cheap, you know, I don't have a lot of money to spend on books, but I like buying books. So, and I also use my library a lot. I haven't got a lot of physical books from the library. I use the Libby app, which goes through your library card through the library. And I've been doing a lot of online and a lot of audio. So right there saves you a lot of money. Plus you get to, you know, so you get to read the stories and without having to dish out any cash to have a good read, or not sometimes. But yeah, so that's the haul. And now we're going to talk about what I'm currently reading, or what I finished. So I plan on having a video for my January book reviews. I have 4. I can't remember. There's 4 or 6 because there's a couple I didn't finish till like the few days into February. I didn't get finished, but I'm counting those as January because that's where the chunk of them I read was in January, and I'm finished with them now. So my January reads I'm finished with, and I'm starting on my February reads. And so when I do my January book review, I'm going to also add, there was 4 books I read in December, and I think I'm going to throw those in there, maybe, possibly, and talk about those, because there were some books in there that I liked, and there was a book in there that I really didn't, so I would like to talk about those situations. And anyway, so I just finished Karen Slaughter's The Will Trent series #1 triptych. This one, I just finished this probably a few days ago, or before the power went out. I really enjoyed it. At first I wasn't sure, but it's Karen. I wasn't sure how it was going to go because it started out not how I expected it, which the Will Trent character didn't show up. I think he showed up a little bit at the very beginning. I can't remember, but it was a while before we got into Will Trent. But then it all made sense because I was like, this is not going how I'm thinking. I'm not going to like this book at all. But then I ended up liking it a lot, and it picked up, and it was like 2 stories going on, 2 stories in one book, that the 2 stories were not connecting for me, like I thought it should, to get, you know, into the main character of Will Trent. And I was like, oh boy, I don't know what's going on, because we're talking about this other guy here for most of the first half of the book and his background and what he's doing now, and then, you know, we start peeking in on Will Trent and his case that he's got going on with this other detective. But then it all started connecting, and I was like, okay, whew, that's good. So I think I might end up giving this 4 stars. I'm not sure, but we'll talk about that in my book review. But yeah, Triptych, I just finished. Karen Slaughter, I liked it. It is a bit graphic. It has descriptions and things it talks about that's probably, if you're not liking that type of thing, it's, you know, obviously language, but there's other scenes. It's pretty harsh at some points, but just be aware of that. So we have that, and then and I finished Stephen King's. Well, I finished the Mr. Mercedes, and then the second one in that trilogy of Bill Hodges. I finished the second one, Finders Keepers. I just finished that one. So those two will be on my January. I think I did the Mr. Mercedes in January. It was December or January, but it's going to be in the book review. And I'm currently on the third one in the series, End of Watch. All of those I've listened to I'm listening to the audio now, and the other two I listened to the audio. So I decided to continue with the audio, and yeah, so that one will be the last one will be for February. But that's where I'm at with those. And I also started, I have the ebook for Don't Fear the Reaper by Stephen Graham Jones, which is the second book in I think it's called the Angel Lake series. I read the first one, My Heart is a Chainsaw, that one in December, so that will be also included in my book reviews when I hopefully get them up soon, maybe in a week or two. And then I'm also with the audio that I'm listening to, the Bill Hodges, the last one, The End of Watch by Stephen King. I also started reading this one I heard about on one of the BookTube reviewers. It was The Last Final Girl. This is also by Stephen Graham Jones. And I found my library had it available on the physical copy, so I checked it out from my library. It's a very short read. It's a little read. It is, how many pages? It's very short. You think you could, probably normal people could finish it in one setting, just sit down and read it, but I have other things I do during the day that I can't, there's not a lot of times that I get to sit and just read. Sometimes I do make time if it's just, one of those days and you just don't want to do anything, but you don't want to go back to bed. So I will read a little bit, but I usually have the audios on during the day when I'm doing stuff. If there's nothing on, I do watch a lot of YouTube videos, have it on, and we have the Fubo app on our TV, so that's where we get most of our TV shows. But anyway, during the day, if I'm not wanting to watch have the TV on while I'm doing stuff, I have an audio book on. And the physical books I like to read at night before I actually fall asleep, or it helps me fall asleep. But this, I'm trying to find the page count because it's kind of weird. It's like, it's a short story. It like ends, it looks like it, I don't know. It looks like it ends at page 194, but then you have this part that says college, and then it goes on again. So I think it's still part of the story. So that goes on to page 201, and then there's another part that says pieces and parts, and that continues on to 206. It's just 2 pages. So we're going to say just over 200 pages is this book. And it's I can't even explain it. It's so far it seems to be written in like they're writing it like you're watching a movie, so it's like a format where it'll show point of view from screaming blonde-headed girl running through the woods, and then it has, like you're reading a book or whatever. So it has a different type of vibe than an actual just regular thriller or horror book, how somebody would write and you'd have the one narrator, whatever. This is written more of a movie film style, or because it goes by acts. So it'll start out with like Act 1, and then it goes like Act 2, and you read some, and you get Act 3, blah 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 blah. So yeah, it's interesting. So I chose to read this one. So in December, I think December and January both, I had 2 books that both had the Final Girl in the title. So one was with Riley Sager, the Final Girl. I think it was the Final Girls. One was the Final Girl support group. I think that was Grady Hendrix. Yeah. And then the other one was the Final Girl or something like that. That was Riley Sager. And so then I thought, well, I heard this from a booktuber, heard about this one. And so I thought, well, I might as well try to get that one and round off the Final Girl, genre. And so this is the last Final Girl by Stephen Graham Jones. So it is interesting. It's a horror. It's a slasher horror story. This starts out with these killings are happening and this girl's running through the woods. It's kind of wild and crazy. Almost reminds me of like a Friday the 13th with Jason. How crazy that gets. Like he should be dead, but he's still not. Yeah, so when I finish this will be probably in the February book review pile for my February books I've read. So those reviews will probably be in March. I'm sorry if this sounds confusing. But yeah, so that's that. And one of my other ones I haven't started yet that's in the pile to read for February, which I already did a video on my books to read in February. And I had already brought this up, but I'm going to start shortly the Hollywood Wives by Jackie Collins, just to kind of cleanse my mental palate of all the intense thriller. Maybe this won't be so intense. I don't know. I've never read her. So, yeah. So that is my January book haul. And what I'm currently reading. So, yeah, what I'm currently reading is Don't Fear the Reaper, an ebook. And I'm listening to End of Watch by Stephen King. And I also have the Last Final Girl that I'm reading here and there. And then I have some more audiobooks in my, I don't know what you call it, in my cart. I don't know, available. So as soon as I finish that, I have some more lined up for the audio anyway. And I have a few ebooks in there too. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks for stopping by. And if you've watched this whole thing, just give me a like. That would be great. And I hope that you seen something in here that maybe you thought it looked interesting. I know I didn't go over the plots or anything like that. I just wanted to show the haul that I got from Goodwill, eBay, and Barnes & Noble. So another video I'm going to do is, like I said, is the book review for the December/January books. That should be coming up pretty soon. It's going to be on a Tuesday. I do my book stuff on Tuesdays generally, and I missed the last couple of Tuesdays just because we were really busy and stuff, and I wasn't able to do that. But yeah, so again, like I said, I just had my birthday, so we got a whole nother year of excitement coming up. Don't know what that holds. It's always a surprise every year, isn't it? But I hope you guys have a safe rest of your week, and I hope it's somewhat enjoyable. I know if you have to leave your home to go to work, it's not always enjoyable to have to get up and put your pants on. But yeah, just go have a coffee. And I don't know if I told you, this one was the protein salted caramel latte protein coffee thing that they have, one of the new protein ones they have. It's pretty good. I like it. Oh, and I got the sugar-free syrup. So it's good. I like it. I got you get whatever's on your birthday. If you have the app on your phone, you can download the app for Dutch Bros. I'm not getting paid for this, by the way. Download the app from Dutch Brothers. It's pretty easy. And then you put in your like profile or whatever, you put in your birthday. So they will send you a little thing that says, oh, have a free coffee for your birthday, like Starbucks does. Now, I like Starbucks. I go to Starbucks. I like Starbucks. And they have a birthday one too. But the only thing now is you have to get it on the day of your birthday. And a lot of times I'm not in town on my birthday. So it kind of sucks. But they used to not do that. They used to give you the whole month to get your birthday drink. But now they haven't done that for a little while now. But Dutch Brothers does give you, I think, pretty much the whole month, or at least a week or two to get your coffee. So that's nice because it's more convenient for you to get your coffee for your birthday drink because it's free and you can get any size you want, any drink you want and it's great. So I would advise getting the Dutch Brothers app and the Starbucks app too. But anyway, that's my little that's my coffee ad. It's non-paid advertisement. I just enjoy it. So I hope you enjoy your day, and good luck out there. I know here it's a little rainy and a little cloudy, and hopefully the sun's going to come up, and the Super Bowl's coming up this next Sunday, and we're going to be so excited to watch the Super Bowl. I think I'm rooting for the Chiefs, even though my team is the Chicago Bears, which, well, if you watch football, you know the Bears. It's just, we'll just take a moment of silence. Okay, so yeah, maybe next year my team will be in it. But anyway, see you later. Thanks for coming by. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't, well, I'm sorry. Okay, have a good day.